Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Leno sends support to Jimmy Kimmel amid suspension news. Jimmy Kimmel has been taken off the air over comments he made on Jimmy Kimmel Live about Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated on September 10. ABC decided to suspend Kimmel indefinitely, and the fans and celebrities have reacted with shock, showing their support for the late-night host. Among the reactions is Leno, who voiced his support for Kimmel. "I'm on Jimmy Kimmel's side on that one," Leno said at the event for Chris Wallace's Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony on Thursday, September 18, Us Weekly reports. "These kinds of things happen all the time." He continued, "You don't get canceled saying popular things. Usually it's the truth that winds up getting you canceled, so we'll see what happens." Leno went on to share how commenting on situations like this is not abnormal for comedians. "It's a comedian talking. If you don't like it, don't watch it," he said. "That's the market. Let the people decide. If people like a show, it stays on the air. I mean, that's as simple as that." Leno also praised Kimmel for his talent and had a positive outlook for the future. "I enjoy Jimmy. I like all the guys. I think they're really talented. I like jokes," he explained. "That's why I watch them. I think Jimmy will land on his feet. He's a talented guy. He's funny. And let's see what happens. Maybe he might be on TV again in just a couple of weeks again. So we'll see." Leno stressed the importance of freedom of speech and commented on the right to have it. Leno is not the only late-night show host to voice his support for Kimmel. Others include Stephen Colbert, who shared his thoughts in a clip posted on Instagram on September 19. The decision to suspend Kimmel was announced hours after Brendan Kerr, who is the chair of the broadcast regulator, the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, said that they would take action against ABC and its parent company, Disney, because of what Kimmel had said, BBC reports. Nexstar's owned and partner television stations affiliated with the ABC television network will preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live for the foreseeable future, beginning with tonight's show, Nexstar reports. The company called Kimmel's offensive and insensitive at a critical time in our national political discourse. They also stressed that they did not share his opinion or views on the matter. Leno, the legendary late-night host who ruled The Tonight Show for decades, has always been a man who prefers cars and comedy to controversy. But when news broke that Jimmy Kimmel, his fellow late-night comedian, was facing a temporary suspension from his hosting duties, Leno did something that reminded everyone why he remains one of the most respected voices in entertainment. He spoke up. The announcement of Kimmel's suspension came as a shock to both fans and the entertainment industry. While details of the suspension were initially vague, reports suggested that it stemmed from tensions behind the scenes and disagreements over network decisions. For Kimmel, who has always balanced humor with heartfelt honesty, using his platform to speak about healthcare, social issues, and even personal tragedies, this was a difficult moment. His absence from late-night television would be felt immediately. Enter Leno, a man who knows better than anyone how intense the spotlight can be when you're hosting a late-night institution. Leno released a statement on social media, surprising many with his words of solidarity. "Jimmy is one of the good guys in this business. He's talented, he's passionate, and he's someone who cares about the craft of comedy and connecting with people. I've been through the ups and downs of late night myself, and I know how hard this kind of thing can be. Jimmy, if you're reading this, keep your chin up. The world needs your voice, and we'll be here when you're back." Fans were quick to applaud Leno for publicly backing Kimmel. Many took to X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram to share their appreciation for seeing one late-night host supporting another, especially given the infamous feuds of the past. "This is the kind of unity we need in entertainment," one fan wrote. Leno didn't have to say anything, but he did, and that shows real class. Behind the scenes, sources say Kimmel was deeply touched by the message, though he has not spoken publicly about the specifics of his suspension. Those close to him shared that he was grateful and emotional upon reading Leno's words. For Kimmel, who grew up idolizing late-night hosts like Leno and David Letterman, having one of them step forward with public encouragement was reportedly a major one. Also stirred up conversations about the unique bond late-night hosts share. The job is unlike any other in entertainment. A nightly balancing act between comedy, current events, celebrity interviews, and cultural commentary. Even competitors often develop mutual respect, understanding that no one else truly grasps the pressures of delivering fresh, funny, relevant content 5 nights a week. It also sparked a wave of nostalgia among fans who remember the so-called late-night wars of the 1990s, when Leno and Letterman were pitted against each other, and again in the 2010s when Leno and Conan O'Brien made headlines over NBC's scheduling decisions. But this time, the narrative was different. Rather than rivalry, this was about unity. Jay has mellowed over the years, said one television historian. He's focused more on his comedy, his stand-up, and his love of cars. But when he speaks up like this, it carries weight. He knows what it's like to be the face of a network and have decisions made that are beyond your control. It's a subtle way of saying, hey, Jimmy, I've been there too. Interestingly, Leno's message also prompted several of Kimmel's peers, including Stephen Colbert and Seth Meyers, to send their own public notes of support. Colbert wrote on Threads, "Late night is a family, and when one of us is down, we rally. Take care of yourself, Jimmy. We'll keep the chair warm." Meyers echoed the sentiment, calling Kimmel one of the funniest, smartest voices we have on TV today. Kimmel's suspension has left many wondering what late night will look like during his absence. Guest hosts are rumored to be lined up, reminiscent of when Kimmel took a break years ago to be with his newborn son, Billy, during a serious health scare. At that time, stars like Chris Pratt, Kristen Bell, and Shaquille O'Neal filled in, creating a lighthearted, rotating hosting format that fans loved. For now, though, all eyes are on Kimmel's return. Industry insiders suggest that the suspension is short-term and that Kimmel will be back on the air sooner than many expect. If anything, this situation may even reignite interest in late-night television as viewers rally to support one of its most beloved personalities. Jay Leno, meanwhile, continues to tour the country, doing stand-up, showing no signs of slowing down despite having endured his own personal challenges, including recovering from serious burn injuries sustained in a garage fire in 2022. That resilience, many argue, makes his words to Kimmel even more meaningful. He knows what it means to fight back, to get up after being knocked down, and to keep doing what you love. Jay's support is a reminder that this business doesn't have to be cutthroat, one entertainment blogger wrote. We can have compassion, we can have camaraderie, and we can remind each other that we're human first, performers second. Kimmel's fans are already imagining what his first monologue back will sound like, full of self-deprecating humor, poking fun at the situation, and maybe even referencing Leno's kind words. In a way, this suspension may give Kimmel fresh material and even more motivation to come back stronger, sharper, and funnier than ever. Late-night television has always thrived on drama, reinvention, and resilience, and this moment is no different. For Jimmy Kimmel, the road back might be challenging, but with support from fans, colleagues, and now Jay Leno himself, one thing is clear: the world will be waiting for his return, and when he walks back onto that stage, the applause might be louder than ever.